Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. Hope you guys are doing well today. In this video, we're going to be talking about how hard is it to heal dungeons in Dragonflight. So, healing in Dragonflight consists of many different factors. Along with the days where your only responsibility is to keep your party alive, healers have many responsibilities now, from obviously keeping their groups alive, dispelling, CCing, interrupting, damaging. All healers are expected to provide, specifically in a Mythic Plus environment, but all healers are expected to provide as much damage as possible whilst keeping their group alive. In an environment where speed is the priority and speed is king, it really is a noticeable difference when the group is all pulling good DPS, like 40, 50k DPS overall, the tank's pulling 30, 35k, and the healer's pulling 10 to 15k DPS. It may not sound like much when everyone else is pulling such big numbers, but all in all, it does add up and it really does speed the group up. Compared to a group that's just worried about just keeping themselves alive and a healer that's not doing any damage, just focusing on keeping the group alive. It's not all doom and gloom. So in Dragonflight, tanks are fairly self-sufficient for the most part, and their healing required is very rarely high. Now there is some tank busters and some mechanics that we will talk about in a minute, but yeah, every now and again you have to heal them, but not often. Dragonflight has introduced many bosses now in which group healing checks are going to be a major thing. We're already seeing predictions in the meta of healers being good or bad depending on how well they can cover certain checks. As an example, Resto Druid with its absurdly high healing throughput and Preservation of Evoker with just bursty heals are among the favourites to dominate the top end Mythic Plus leaderboard. Outside of these fights, some healers have been blessed with extra utility this expansion through the new talent trees, stun, kicks, combat reses, bloodlust, all to name a few. Another responsibility of the healer is now actually to bring some of that utility to a group. It may be expected that the Preservation Evoker or the Resto Chamois is going to be kicking mobs, or the Holy Pally is going to be bringing in a combat res for the first time ever. Um, there are also some really nasty debuffs in a group, and being hot on dispels is something that you're gonna have to be quite quick and key on as a healer. Now, when everything's settled, everyone's happy, full health, healers are expected to pump, and they're expected to do as much damage as possible, even to a point that healers are now starting to bring DPS trinkets and talents in an effort to provide the most to their group. Knowing when to be able to pop that DPS button and go nuts, or when to heal, is a big skill point for a healer. The perfect healer in Dragonflight, in my mind, is someone that's cool, calm, collected. They're rarely stressed, remains just elite under pressure. Sometimes pulls go bad. There's just the rule of Mythic Plus. You can't plan everything to the nth degree. Even MDI pros have mistake pulls. But popping every heal and just panicking might not be the right move. You might survive this one, but you may not now survive the next pull because you haven't got any cooldowns up. Sometimes the group decides to stack in that AoE disease. I mean, Brackenhide Hollow, which is the footage in the background, is a perfect example of this. Sometimes everyone just wants to stand in the green stuff. And you have to know, right, who am I going to dispel? Who am I going to heal? What cooldowns am I going to use? And if you panic, that's something that can overwhelm you very quickly. If you're new to healing in Dragonflight, I don't want this to scare you. Focus on healing first. That should be the priority as a healer. Keep your group alive, allow your group to do the most DPS possible. Obviously, as you're getting more and more comfortable, set yourself an overall DPS target, even if it's 2k, 3k, 5k. Get used to what numbers you can pull in a dungeon and set yourself a challenge to go back in next time and beat them. But overall, healing in Dragonflight isn't horrible at all. In fact, I found it to be one of the most relaxing things in the game. I really do enjoy it. It takes away from tanks having to be that responsible leader of the group, or DPS trying to min max every pull to the nth degree to get 7 more DPS. Healers are somewhere in the middle. They can have a little bit of relaxation. They can just sit back for a pull if they need to and just get extra breath. If that sounds like it's interesting to you, then maybe healer is what you should be playing, or certainly giving it a go. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. It's the second in the series. I am going to do maybe not a DPS one, but maybe break it down further into melee or ranged. If that's something you're interested in, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and goodbye.